Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to teach you how to safely tear down the top end of a 2004 YFZ 450. This video should be able to get you through taking off the valve cover, the cylinder, the head, the piston off. We're going to go in and check out this YFZ. It has some issues. It's got an oil leak on the side of it, of the cylinder. I'll take you over here and show it. As you can see here, they have worn a hole in the side of this cylinder where the timing chain runs down and around the crank and whatnot. But they've got a hole here and they've tried to patch it with JB weld. Well, it still leaks oil, and the new owner doesn't like that. He wants to get it off and put a new cylinder on. So today we're going to tear into that and hopefully give you a good tutorial on how to do it. See you in a minute. Alright, to start out, we've already gotten a few things taken off here. We've got the gas tank, the front plastics, the fuel tank cover, and these little side pieces. The valences go down here. Take this little cover off. And we pulled the spark plug out. We've pulled the breather hoses off. And we've gotten as far as we're going to go with tearing down the top end. Because now we're going to go over here and we're going to work on taking the intake off. We're going to take the carb off to give us a little more room in here, and we are going to drain all the fluids out of this bike. That should give us a pretty good head start. Alright, it took a minute to get the pipe off. It was in there pretty good. Next thing we're going to do is get that carburetor loose. Alright, so to recap what we just did, we have got the intake off. which is going to be a little bit different than yours. This has a Ron Woods intake if you have a stock. To get it loose, we had two 10mm bolts holding to the frame here and here on this bike. We had the adapter from the carburetor to the intake with two little hose clamps. And you have your forward, where it mounts to the head, your intake boot here. These are both Allen heads. I just loosened the one up on the head. They were kind of angled funny and hard to get to. Now you have to take the throttle cable loose, which will take these two covers off the carburetor, and I'll give you guys a close-up of that. So here's a close-up of what we got going on with the throttle. You're going to have your small cover here, with these two Allen heads holding it in. You got your throttle right here. You can see that is your accelerator pump arm and your adjustment screw here. Now if you have the zip tie mod, you would have a zip tie going around this arm right here and around the metal one that, see if we can get a good shot of that, behind there. Tying the two together, and then you see how that gaps away real easy? Actually, this one's not even traveling all the way. Got a pretty good gap in there. This one's going to need some carburetor work. Well, we lost our light there, but the way I usually do it is pull the throttle all the way open, put my finger on the wheel there, hold it, and slide that throttle cable back out. It's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to show you this, but we'll get that done and get back with you guys in just a minute. Fuel in that still. And now we got the carburetor out. Set that down, put some underneath it because there's going to be a lot of fuel leaking out of that thing. Oh man, that one's got a lot in it. As you can see it laying there leaking fuel everywhere. Throw some more towels underneath that. Like that. Out. No smoking allowed. Get all that loose. Time for that top motor now. Now, to keep from misplacing bolts for stuff like this, I usually put it back together. Just barely thread the bolts in the holes. The top motor mount was a 14 where the actually bolted to the head here, and a 12 on the top where it came through the frame and held bracing down. Another thing I forgot to mention about this, if you're going to do all this work, clean up that bar, you know, make sure there's no loose dust or mud on the valve cover. Don't take your spark plug out. You don't need to if you're pulling the head off. There's absolutely no need. But we're going to pop that off and get you guys in there for a good look. You can see what your cams look like. For that valve cover, you need a number 5 metric. These 2 little bolts. Watch out that this little wear pad here doesn't fall out on you. Just sets, kind of suctions in the head there.